Hello, welcome back. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Today, I'm going to be vlogging. I don't have anything prepared. I'm speaking extemporaneously. Okay, so, as I've said before, I am autistic. I also have PTSD and social anxiety disorder and some other mental health challenges. I wanted to tell you about the recent goings-on in my life pursuant to those things. So, I need to go back a few years. For a long time, I knew that I was different, but I didn't know why. And the people around me insisted that there was nothing different about me, that I was just like everyone else, but I just had a bad attitude. And for a long time, I thought, all my problems are behavioral, so I'll just change my behavior. And that will make my problems go away. That will make everything better. And it didn't. So, finally, I decided to try psychiatry. I got a psychiatrist and a psychologist, and I got a diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder, as well as the other diagnoses that I mentioned. And my psychiatrist asked me one day if I had been using vocational rehabilitation services to get a job, or to try to get a job. And for those of you who don't know, vocational rehabilitation is here in the States is a state-provided service that helps people with disabilities get jobs. And they do this by going through agencies that provide job coaches. So I told him that I had not been using vocational rehabilitation because I'd actually tried before, and they told me you have to be disabled to use this service. And my psychiatrist said, well, you are disabled. These aren't direct quotes, but he told me that I could use vocational rehabilitation with my diagnoses. So I contacted the Voc Rehab Center in my area, and they started helping me, and then the law changed. And because mental health services in the state, and really all over the country, are understaffed and underfunded, they, in my state, the lawmakers passed a law that said vocational rehabilitation services could only help people who had a certain ranking. Now, what that means is, if you have a very profound disability, your ranking will be 3. Let's say you're blind, or you're developmentally disabled and you can't live on your own. You have to have someone taking care of you all the time. Or you're wheelchair bound, paralyzed, something like that. A profound disability that makes it so that you can't do anything by yourself. That ranks up as a number 3 on vocational rehabilitation's scale. And I'm kind of dancing around things here because I don't want to say, more disabled or less disabled, but that's really what the rankings are. I fell into the 2 category, and the law said that if you weren't ranked a 3, then Voc Rehab couldn't help you. So they told me they couldn't help me by sending me a letter that said my vocational rehabilitation application had been deferred. And then I waited 3 years. And in those 3 years, I gave up on Voc Rehab and I decided to try to get Social Security. And I didn't get it. I applied 3 times, and I was denied 3 times, and then I had to go to court. So I got a legal counselor, and he helped me prepare to go to court, and I went to court, and I lost, and we appealed, and the appeal was denied. The good thing is, because we lost, I didn't have to pay the law firm anything. But the bad thing is, I don't get disability, so I don't have any money to take care of myself. And more on that later. But while all this was going on, after 3 years, I got a letter I got a phone call rather, from Voc Rehab, and they asked if I was still interested. Apparently the law had changed again. Did I still need help? And I felt like saying, no, thanks, my autism went away. But I didn't. I said, yes, I need help. So they started helping me. And I was paired with a Voc Rehab agent, and she helped me get a job coach with a center that's local to me called New Hope Services. And so I had problems with my Voc Rehab agent and my job coach because they, let's just say they both dropped the ball independently of one another. My Voc Rehab agent stopped replying to me and didn't check on me, didn't text me to check in or anything like that, and actually got in trouble with her supervisor. My job coach was not, she also, I don't want to get into the details of anything, but she also didn't do what she was supposed to do. And both of them let me down separately at the same time. So I got a new job coach, and as I said, my Voc Rehab agent got in some trouble with her supervisor and began doing what she was supposed to do, checking in with me, replying to me. And I'm going to try, we're my team, my Voc Rehab agent and my job coach and me, we're going to try to get me a job stocking books in a library. And while all this was happening, I released my 5th book and decided that after my 6th, which I'm editing now, I don't want to release anymore. I'm retiring as a writer. And I told my therapist, and he was unhappy that I had decided to retire. And he told me I should reach out to a local Autism Society. And I told him, I'm 40 years old and I have no savings. My books don't sell. I'm also an artist and a musician. You've probably never heard my music before. You've probably never seen my art before, even though it's out there. My music is available for streaming on Spotify and Amazon and Apple Music and here on YouTube. Just look for Ryan Dawson. And I'm not the conspiracy theorist Ryan Dawson. If you see something political, that's not me. That's a different guy. You can go to talkingboxes.net, all one word, TALKING, boxes, BOXEX, rather, talkingboxes.net if you want to see my cartoons. But sorry for the commercial. The point is, none of these endeavors has been gainful for me. And I could just keep chasing my dream forever. But I'm 40 and old age is not looking great because I'm not going to have money to support myself. So I really need to shift focus and get a workaday job and start making money. And my therapist understood, but he still thinks that I should reach out to my local Autism Society. And he also suggested that I reach out to Dr. Temple Grandin, who is an autistic person and is an animal rights activist and speaks about autism and has written books about autism, nonfiction books. So I took his advice. I contacted Dr. Grandin, and she actually called me, and we had a conversation in which she revealed that she was not able to help me. So she gave me advice that wasn't good advice, and that's okay. She did recommend that I join a forum, so I attempted to join a forum, and I just don't know how to be in a forum, how to interact with people. My autism entails severe social impairment. Imagine a time when you just didn't know how to get along with somebody. You didn't know what to say. You felt like you were out of place. And then imagine that that's every day for your entire life. And that's what it's like for me. Every interaction, every person, every day. So I tried to join a forum, and I'm not very active there. Not active there at all, actually. And I hope some of this is relaxing. I don't know. Oh, here's a fun fact. I can't hear myself. Okay, so contacting Dr. Grandin was a bust. And I contacted the Autism Society in the state where I live, the Autism Society of Indiana. And they referred me to the Autism Society of Kentuckiana, which is nearby. And they referred me to the Kentucky Autism Training Center. And they referred me to Arts for All Kentucky. The headquarters for Arts in All Kentucky is located about 116 miles from me, so I won't be going there. But anyway, I have now spoken with 6 individuals via email. Well, one of them didn't respond, and the other 6 just referred me to somebody else, or the other 5, I guess. Anyway, one of them didn't respond. 4 of them, 4 of them referred me to someone else, and the last one I haven't heard back from yet. But I'm kind of hoping that she refers me to a 7th person, because at this point it's just hilarious. So I didn't get Social Security. It took me maybe 4, 5 years applying and going to court and appealing. Didn't get it. And then I got my job coach and my Voc Rehab agent, and they both dropped the ball at the same time, independently of one another. And then I contact Dr. Temple Grandin. She has no good advice for me. And I contact my local Autism Society, and I get this crazy runaround. The thing is, this isn't abnormal. This isn't unusual. It's always been very difficult for me to get help from people. And I don't know why. I could blame it on myself. Maybe I'm just not good at seeking help. Maybe I don't come across as someone who needs help. I am articulate. And because I'm articulate, people think that that means I'm as good at socializing as a neurotypical person. But that is incorrect. I do have insights into people, but they are not actionable insights. There is a disconnect between what I can intuit and how I can act on my intuitions. And that disconnect is part of my autism, part of my disability. So right now, I am on track to get a job, and that's good. I am waiting for my new job coach to contact me. She was supposed to contact me the end of this week, and it's Thursday, and I haven't heard from her. So I'm going to give her till Friday, and we'll see what happens. Wish me luck. The next step with her is to write my resume, which is going to be a lot of McDonald's, janitorial work, etc. And I am also waiting to hear back from this 6th person that I've been referred to since I contacted my local Autism Society. And hopefully something good will come of that. But I have learned not to hope. And I don't mean that I'm hopeless. I don't mean that I'm despondent. I mean that I don't trust people. I don't rely on people. I don't say, well, it's all up to them, so they're going to do what they're supposed to do. I know better than that now. People fail me, and I'm not the only person. Of course not. There's nothing special about me. If this many people are failing me, then there are a lot of people out there who are being failed by a system that is supposed to help. But I do think there is a possibility that something good might happen after all of this. It might not be something fantastic. It might not be something that I want, but if I get a job, no matter what it is, I'm just going to keep it, even if I hate it. I have decided to deprioritize satisfaction. If I'm not satisfied, I'm just going to let it go. I mean, within reason, of course. I don't need to be distracted the search for something that is going to satisfy me forever. I would just like to make some money so that when I get old and I'm by myself, I don't have to live on the street. Okay, that is my ramble, my vlog. I hope that it helped you in some way to relax. I don't like rambling, but I thought maybe this would be a break from me just reading Wikipedia entries and such, and that said break would be welcome. My point is, let me know what you think. If you want to hear more about this stuff, about my life, let me know in the comments. I don't get comments. I would like to get some to help me know how I'm doing. So, if you don't comment, that's fine. It's all right. I'm deprioritizing satisfaction. And this is just a fun little thing that I do. Okay, thank you very much for watching and for listening. And I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time.